All right, party people, I'm Scott Goshorn with Rodeo Realty Beverly Hills, and today we're going to talk about the 5 pros, the 5 cons of living in Marina Del Rey. First, we're going to hit with the pros. Number 1, location. You're very close to the airport, but you have that beach access, but it's also just nice and tucked away from the city, so it kind of feels like its own bubble. You don't feel like you're on top of everybody else. Pro number 2, we're going to talk about health. You know, like I just mentioned, it's a very active area. I've done triathlons and Ironman in my life, and I've done a lot of training right here. You can run along the beach, do a lot of biking, kayak, stand-up paddleboard, jet ski, surf. So it's very great for just a very active lifestyle. Number 3, walkability. 3 blocks from the beach, restaurants are right down the straight shot, and coffee. So it's a very, very great walkability score in the marina. 4, cost of living. The average price point for homes in the Strand area, probably, $2.5, $2.75. Put this property in Santa Monica, it's not gonna be that price. This house itself, you just place it and put it in Brentwood, not by the beach, you're still looking at, $1,000 a square, looking at, $3.5 to $4 million. The value here in this area, in this little bubble marina, great value. Number 5 is the upside. We're in Silicon Beach. There's been a tech boom here. There's so much development, from when I lived here, a lot of apartments, a lot of new housing, and with that becomes more money, more businesses. That is a huge upside still for living in this area. Now let's talk cons. Cons, number 1, it is the location. It is a great location. However, you're tucked away. If you're working in Beverly Hills or working somewhere else, it takes about 10, 15 minutes to get to the freeway, but there is some travel time, a little extra travel time if you have to get to work. You're close to Venice. So I love Venice. There's a lot of culture, art, restaurants, there's good vibes, but also there's a little crime there, a lot of homeless. It's not really affected too much in this bubble, but there is that element. Con number 2, the weather. I'm a Midwest guy, so I liked it. I used to call it Marina Del Rey. It's a little chillier here. It's about, sometimes 5, 10, 15 degrees chillier than it is inland. So you can't see your breath. It's a nice sweater, but it is a little chillier than if you're living, inland. That could be a con for somebody. Con number 3 is the downside to the upside. Marina used to be a little bit more chill, a little more peaceful. It still is, but there's a lot of development going on here. So with that, there's more traffic, a little bit more noise, and obviously more people. So there could be a downside to the upside if you're not really into that. Number 4, it's a small community. So if you're into that, that's great. It's great to see familiar faces, but it does have like a small town feel. So you're gonna be seeing the same faces over and over. So that could be great for you, could be not. And finally, number 5 is the tourists. Let's face it, you're in Southern California, there's tourists everywhere. No matter where you go, especially if you're whatever beach city you want to live in, there's going to be some tourists. There's a solid amount here because it's a great area. So that could be a con for somebody. So that wraps it up. 5 pros, 5 cons for living in Marina. I'm Scott Goshorn with Rodeo Realty Beverly Hills. Subscribe to my link below. I'll see you next time.